Hi, and welcome to The Better Half. Today's show we hope will get you into the holiday spirit if you're not already feeling it. I'm Rachel Monick, and joining me today, Monica Good, Alyssa Janis, and Heaven Daniels. Hi, ladies.
Hi. Morning, Rach.
So it is the first weekend of December.
Yes.
Time is ticking.
It doesn't feel like it.
This one doesn't need to worry about it.
I don't. I like to brag about it, but all my Christmas shopping is done.
Oh,
and my tree
Everybody.
is up. Everyone's done, and they're wrapped. I mean, the tree looks real nice.
It looks great.
You know how it kind of takes a while sometimes to make it look nice underneath? Oh, mine's looked nice for about a week.
Yeah, you've had a lot of presents under that tree for a
Yeah,
while.
we're hosting Christmas this year with a home game that weekend, so lots of presents to go around, but I'm
shop for everybody.
Do you like make a list and cross it off, or like do you know for a long time what you're gonna get people?
You know, I think Jeff, ever since I've been with Jeff, he's really good at shopping for my dad, so I don't even have to worry about my dad. I just worry about the moms and my sister, and that's it. But I don't normally make a list. I normally, if I'm online or in the stores,
And
I'll
you
be
see
like,
something you like?
I'll get
you
that.
know, I think that, yep. So everything's done. What about you ladies?
I'm a little more calculated.
Yeah.
What got little ones, and kind of like listening to them over the last couple months, like, ooh, mama, I want this. They'll come and drag me to the TV.
Oh, I could see
I know
that.
the commercials on with something that they like. So we've got a couple little things that Santa has to pick up.
Do they write letters to Santa?
Well, this year we are going to do something new. We got little chalkboards to do like a little list, but in the past we have done little lists for Santa, which is pretty cute because it's like a bunch of scribbles. It's not real.
Yeah. What do they want? What are they looking for?
Right now, my youngest son, Cadence, is obsessed with this game. It's a little pig, and you put something in its mouth until it pops open, and it's obnoxious. And then I'm not sure what they're called, but they're magnetic, and you can build little, construction stuff. So
Yeah.
Fun.
a couple of
That
things.
Pop the Pig game's really fun.
Have you played it?
Yes, I have.
Oh, you have?
I have. It's hilarious. The belly blows up until it pops. It's really cute. So I'm
looks
sure
funny.
your kids would
I have
love it
not
if
seen
Santa
it.
brings
I
them
want to
it.
go and get the game that you guys played with your friends or something a couple weeks ago, where
is
it's
it
like
mouth thing?
Yes.
the dentist mouth thing. Where you
I don't think Heaven would like
I
it.
watch like
It's
YouTube
just
videos and
gross.
just die laughing. Like
You do drool a
It's
bit.
like you're at the dentist kind of, and they stretch
It's
their
like you're
mouth
in a
out,
teeth
right?
whitening thing
And then
or
do you have to
something.
talk while
You do. There's like a
and you have
card.
to guess what they're saying.
And it's so funny.
I deal with
You
enough
can't
drool
say
with Marley.
boo.
I can't do it with adults. I refuse.
Drill is not good.
It's not.
We just hold the cloth there.
Oh no.
What are you going to get your
it.
little one?
Oh, we've been talking about that. We want to get him a car, maybe his first little car for the driveway. I'm gonna stick with like something kind of blue collar, like a truck. I'm not getting him a Range Rover or something like that.
Okay, yeah.
he needs some humility. And then he is obsessed with cows. Like,
Oh, okay.
so I want to get him some farm animals that make cow noises. I don't know if it's like the black and white, but it's really nice on road trips in Wisconsin because it's like he's entertained.
That's all you
all the
see
time.
when you drive
Isn't it
by.
funny how like your kids have such different tastes year to year? You know what I mean? Like I'm noticing from the
how
time
they
Michael's
come about
born.
it.
Yeah, one to now he's 5, and just everything that we've gotten over the years, or Santa has gotten. It's just kind of interesting to see how they grow and like with
They
how
change.
Yeah, they're interesting.
Yeah, the worst part is when you give them the gift and a week later they're done with it.
Yeah, that happens too.
You gotta
That
rotate
happens.
the toys. That's what people
That's
have told
smart.
me.
You
I
need
don't
to. It really
know
works.
yet, but I will.
It
Okay,
works.
that
Put it
is
out of sight for a
true.
while.
Like, yep.
I hadn't thought about it that way, but that is very true.
It works, yeah. And what about decorating? Have you done all that? The tree? Is the tree
About
up?
that, I'm a little behind this year. We usually would do, the tree the day after Thanksgiving, but I've been so tired. Having a newborn is like a whole new ballpark for me, so I'm still adjusting. I did pick up trees. I got Marley a little tiny pink tree that's sparkly and glittery, and so hopefully within this week or two, we'll get our tree and decorations up.
Good, yeah. Do
I
the
need
boys
to.
get a tree too?
Oh, we do. We have a tree upstairs, and we usually make ornaments. We've made Ninja Turtles in the past. We'll probably do Minions this year. They're kind of into Minions, and we've got a tree that we put upstairs. We kind of have like a loft area that overlooks the living room, so that's their tree. My cute tree is downstairs, and I don't know where we're going to put Marley's yet.
So cute.
Yeah.
I gave my little girls a tree too.
See, you got to do that. It's fun.
It's cute.
And it makes a good nightlight.
There you go.
Oh, it's
I grew up with it.
Yes, I love that. Little magic twinkly lights. Yes.
Exactly.
So this past Tuesday was called Giving Tuesday. Maybe you know about that. After Cyber Monday comes Giving Tuesday, and these ladies always talk about the organizations that you donate to or donate your time to. Anything big coming up this holiday season?
Yeah, well, one that I always look forward to, there's a couple, but I can touch on the Christmas caroling we do. We started it last year with PWA, and we sang over at the Renaissance Center, which was just awesome. I mean,
Heaven was the only one that could sing, so I was not.
PWA is the Packer Women's Association.
Yep. And we do different charitable events throughout the year. All whoever is welcome to come, different wives and coaches' wives and things like that. But that was one of my favorites that we've done so far.
And where do you go, Caroline?
We went to the Renaissance Center. It's,
assisted living.
Assisted living.
Yeah.
And they loved it. I mean, we sounded terrible, and then Heaven would kind of drown us out with her good voice, I guess.
Yes.
Her good voice.
But everyone brought their kids, and like all of the residents there just
But they didn't
loved
care.
it.
They were
like,
singing
no.
along
They
and
loved it.
smiling, and
They did
I
throw
even
fake
got
snowballs
messages.
at us.
They did.
Oh,
They
you
did.
did?
They threw, like, you know those indoor snowball fights with these white puff balls? We did get...
Karen Capers brought those, I
Yeah.
think. Yeah. As a surprise to throw at us.
That's a joke.
So we were
I
like,
don't know if that was because we were good or bad, but it was funny.
It's better than Rotten Tomatoes.
Exactly.
Right? So, okay. Anything else?
Yeah. Also, the new community shelter, we serve there. We do dinner closer to Christmas time, but we go and prep and help set up dinner, and then we also take time and serve.
Wow.
Bring desserts.
And that's like an all day thing because we started at like 10 in the morning and then dinner is served around 5 or 6. So that's a really big team
get a
what
big
did you
effort.
guys do last year? Did you prep, serve? I prepped.
I did
served
prep
last
it
year.
and then
You
I served. Yep. Yeah, because me and you, I think, were on the bread and sauce
Yeah,
together.
yeah.
We did
usually
spaghetti
the last
last
couple
lot
years
of
we've done
cooking.
spaghetti, which is like, it can feed a lot of people, and it's yummy, you know what I mean? So we've
And
done
what do
that.
they think about the Packer wives being there?
You know what? They're really excited when they come through the line. I've got a lot of people just telling me like it's so cool you guys are here. Like they're very appreciative, and of course they love our husbands, which is awesome too, which is fun. And I just think it's cool to see, the wives in that realm giving back, and it's not all
Yeah.
sports and glitz and glamour, but we're down to earth too.
We
Doing your
have
part.
buns on top of our heads, no makeup
Yeah.
on, and we are getting to work.
Hairnets and all
Yes,
that good
hairnets.
I was going to say, when you said buns, I'm like, I thought you were going to talk about serving the buns. I'm
No,
like,
like, you
buns
know,
on your head. Why are you wearing food on your head?
Just throw the hair up.
It's entertainment. They got entertainment.
Maybe that'll be a good look for this
That was
year.
a Monica moment right there.
Oh, maybe you're rubbing off on me. What are you going to
I'm
do
always the
today
one
to
that says the
surprise
blonde
us?
Stuff. I don't know. It'll happen. It'll happen.
Okay, all right. Looking forward to it. We do have a lot of stuff coming up that's Christmassy. We're going to be decorating for Christmas. You're going to be taking part in a fashion show.
I sure am.
Maybe some cocktail attire that you'll find. And we're doing a lot of cooking, of course. That's what we like to do, and eating.
favorite.
Yum.
We're going to head into the kitchen next for some easy holiday appetizers. Lindsay Brooks is here from the Runaway Spoon. That recipe's next. You're watching The Better Half. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to The Better Half. We're getting you all ready for the holidays and those holiday parties. And here are the great appetizers. Lindsay Brooks from the Runaway Spoon. Welcome to The Better Half.
Thank you very much. Glad to be here. Hi.
And is this something that we can all do, or just
yes.
Lindsay Brooks, who is a caterer
No.
to the stars?
Now, Rachel, I would not leave you girls hanging. Okay, this is
Looks
going
a little
to be.
Lindy Brooks.
Yes.
I was like, what are those phyllo shells, and can I actually use those in real life?
But you can buy these at the store. It's okay.
They're already done for you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So one of my favorite appetizers is kind of that comforty spinach artichoke dip. So that's what we're gonna make. But then we're gonna put them in these shells so that it makes it a little bit fancier. It's
okay.
easier to eat. It's a little bit politer to eat if you're in a bigger group.
So that you're not just taking a big chip into that
exactly,
dip.
and dripping it all
Yep,
over your
okay.
shirt. Yes, but yet still the flavors are just comfort flavors
same,
that
yeah.
you probably would eat anyway. So
All right.
trust me, we're gonna walk through this together. You're gonna be my girl to
looks fun.
saute things.
Okay.
Butter, gotta have butter. That's just how it goes.
Yes, a girl after my own heart. I love
Yes.
butter.
Onions. I use red onions in the kitchen. I think they have a little bit more sweetness to them.
Okay.
But you can use regular onions too.
Okay,
That's
whatever
fine.
you have.
Garlic clove. I'm just gonna kind of chop up quickly here.
So you use red onions for a lot of things that might even just call for white onions.
But they're prettier too.
They're prettier. They have more natural sugar in them, so I
Okay.
think they just kind of give a little bit sweeter flavor overall.
Okay.
And then I'm all about presentation.
Yeah, and when you add butter to anything, it's better.
Is there not? There's not a smell like when you just take butter, a little garlic or onions.
Yeah,
It's like
it's the best. Yeah.
smells
So the little
good.
trick for what we do whenever we go to a house for catering events, we always have butter, garlic, and onions. And the
Okay.
minute we get there, the saucepan goes on, garlic, butter, and onions.
That's a
No matter
great-
what. So
that's
then
a
when,
good-
when your guests come in, the house smells amazing.
Yeah, see, we could do that at our house.
Yes.
And
That is
pretend we're
funny.
caterers.
I knew that. I thought that it smelled really good, but I guess I was right.
You were right.
We're going to saute that up just till they get a little bit soft, translucent. We've got marinated artichokes.
Okay.
I like the ones that are in the glass jars that have spices with them. You can use the canned ones, but the canned ones always taste like a can, no matter what you do
Okay, I was
with
going to
it.
ask you, and the ones in the can aren't always marinated
Exactly,
too, right?
yeah, they're kind of more
Okay.
just in a basic brine.
Yeah. So marinated artichokes
Yes.
in the jar
In the jar, yep.
is your secret.
That is what I like to use. So we're just going to kind of put a rough chop on them. That's kind of
All
my
right.
term.
Doesn't have to be perfect.
Doesn't have to be
Cleaning
perfect.
house for you.
I like that.
You come with me everywhere. So in front of you, Rachel, you're going to see some tart dough, tart shells.
Okay.
These are phyllo tart shells. You can find them in the freezer department at any grocery store, and they're super convenient to have. So it's one of those things where next time you're at the store, maybe just pick them up and throw them in your
Like
freezer.
you do pie shells.
Exactly.
I just showed the note I wrote on my hand to everybody. Oops.
You're
That's
not,
two
it's
for
not
me
very
today.
Vanna White of you.
No, it wasn't very
She would
good.
not have a note on her hand, would she?
Do you want me to
Okay.
open those?
Yes, you can certainly open those. So we're going to, like I said, put the spinach artichoke dip into those. But then you can also do just about anything in them.
Really, all of this stuff is stuff you could have. You could have this in your pantry for a while too.
Exactly. All you would have is fresh spinach that you would need to worry about, but I typically have that in my fridge.
Yeah. And then what's this?
Cream cheese.
Okay. And I usually have that too.
Yeah,
Yep.
right.
But if you have a chicken salad, those can go into those little tarts. I'm trying to think of just about anything else that you could have.
Any kind of dip or anything like that can go in those.
Yep. I like to just do chunks of brie with some dried fruit on top.
Oh, right in the dough, right
And
in
ready to
these?
go. Yep.
Oh, and
so-
once again, it's not the community brie with the jam on top.
Exactly. Yep. I mean, you
That
can
is
seem
smart.
fancy even though
I'm
you're
gonna
not
look
doing
really
things.
smart this holiday season.
Am I setting these out on the
Yes, you are, ma'am.
parchment lined tray?
So that was just a couple ounces of spinach. We chopped that up. Gonna kind of saute that until it wilts. We also have the cream cheese that's going to go in there. That's going to be the binder to kind of hold everything together.
Okay.
And then I also have some Parmesan cheese that I've just kind of chopped up, and that's going to go over the very top to kind of get golden brown and gooey
Okay.
and even better. Salt and pepper also needs to go into here.
Do we wait for
so
this to wilt
nice.
before we add the cheese?
I usually wait just a pinch longer.
Okay.
It's nicer than any artichoke dip I've had. The looks of it.
Well,
Yeah.
you know.
Not criticizing my friends who have made it. I'm just saying it looks really pretty. All right.
It's a nice one because, again, you probably have the ingredients on hand, and it's not too scary for your guests. You know, I always try when I'm planning a party to have at least a couple things that are safe. So if
That you know they're going to enjoy.
you've got that friend that's a little bit fussy, you want her to feel comfortable,
Okay.
Or that husband.
or the husband.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, you did. It's okay.
We're gonna go ahead and throw the cream cheese in there. Just gonna stir it until it all comes together, and then we're gonna be set on that.
Just a great idea with all the other little things you can do.
Yeah.
Okay, so once she gets that all mixed up, you're
Yep.
going to fill these
We're
cups?
gonna fill them. Yep. And I like little scoopers. They're easy to work with, so that everything is kind of managed and organized.
Okay.
They go into an oven. You're just gonna warm them up. So if you've got the spinach artichoke dip right off the burner, then they're only gonna go in there 5-10 minutes. If you made that ahead of time, which you could totally do 2 or 3 days in advance, and it's gonna be fine, then they'll be cold when you serve them, and they take about 15 minutes to bake.
Okay,
Then.
so really not very long. If you made that ahead of time, you could wow your guests in
Yeah.
15 minutes.
Am I the busy one at the holiday? Yes. So
Yeah,
anything
so
you
you
can
know.
make ahead of time is great.
yeah.
All right, and while you're filling those, tell us about Runaway Spoon.
Runaway Spoon, we are a full-service catering company in De Pere. So any of these little appetizers, if you don't have the time to make them yourself, you can give us a call. We can do that. Dinner parties, fundraisers, holiday parties too.
You're a busy woman.
Yes. Anything food-related, we can handle.
And wedding cakes, too.
Oh, and wedding cakes, yes.
All right, just show us, we've kind of run out of time here, but just show us how you
is that
fill
good
one of
enough?
them.
Oh, this is perfect.
Yep.
And you
look
can
at
see
that.
the red onions in there, a little bit of color as well. So
And
you're
look
just
at
gonna
that, how
fill.
cute.
And then a little bit of cheese on top too.
Top it
Just
with a little
pinch.
parm.
Yep, that's it.
It is going to go into the oven, like Lindsay said. She's going to not put it into the oven until towards the end of the show so that we can enjoy them, right?
Yes.
And what are you making next time?
We're gonna make palmiers, which is a French pastry,
Fancy.
but we're gonna put ham and cheese inside of them.
Oh, all right. And thank you so much.
Thank you.
We'll cook with Lindsay later, but let's do a little fashion show. We have some models all ready to go on the runway. That's coming up on The Better Half.
The Better Half is presented statewide by Quick Trip. Text HALF to 77887 to register to win a trip to Las Vegas with the Better Half Ladies Luncheon. Message and data rates may apply.
Better Half fans, once again, Quick Trip wants to send you to Las Vegas.
Our first Better Half Vegas trip was so much fun. We're going back.
And we want to bring you.
Don't miss your chance to win a trip to Las Vegas with your Better Half hosts. Compliments of Quick Trip. Prize includes airfare, hotel, gift card, spa treatment with the wives, and more. To enter, text HALF to 77887. Message and data rates apply.
Enter today so we can see you in Las Vegas.
Stanley and Bostitch have been helping you out around the house for more than 100 years, bringing you the best quality tools for your projects. This Stanley laser line level easily mounts on walls. It's only $8.99. A 6-gallon Bostitch air compressor is just $99. Or get this 2-tool combo kit that includes a brad nailer, finish nailer, and compressor for $189. Don't forget Christmas. Grab a Menards gift card. Now during the Home for the Holidays sale.
Warm season's greetings to you all from Menards.
When you freeze something,
It's for later.
but how much later?
There's no way to be sure.
But Wendy's is sure that if you want a juicy, delicious hamburger right now, it should be made with fresh, never frozen beef, unlike some other guys. So that's what's in every single hamburger Wendy's serves, and the doubles and the triples. Because at Wendy's, fresh never gets old.
Welcome back to The Better Half. Time for a little fashion show. Lauren Lindbeck is here from Azure. Azure's a boutique in the Green Bay area. It's in De Pere. I just love it. It's a pretty little shop.
Thank
It
you.
really is. Lauren, tell us about Azure. How do you describe it to people?
So we're actually located in the east side of De Pere, right across from Cerrugi's, and it's 113 North Wisconsin Street. And we usually carry brands from Los Angeles and New York, and we usually bring them right to your hometown right here.
I love it, yeah. So you feel like you've traveled somewhere, but you're really just here in the Green Bay area. And Lauren put together a little fashion show for us, starring one of our own, of course. But why don't you start the fashion show for us? Very nice.
The first look is actually by Dr. Tina Sauerhammer, and she's wearing a gorgeous emerald faux fur jacket by Tadashi Shoji. He's out of California. And then below there we have a beautiful hand-beaded dress by Karina Grimaldi. And we really like this look just because it's going to become cold in the next couple of weeks in Wisconsin.
So the jacket is nice. It
Yes.
always works around this part of the country, this time of year. But the color, were they designed to go together?
They actually were not.
It's so beautiful. And the beading on the dress.
Yes, the beading on the dress, so you don't have to wear any other accessory besides a pair of earrings. Just a nice pair of black pumps, and you're good to go.
And it goes down the sleeve too, and it's got that sheer look to it. It's really, really pretty.
And we all know how important a sleeve is right now in the
Yes,
state of
that's
Wisconsin
right.
during a holiday party.
And what about the shoes? I mean, is that a trend with the bow?
Yeah,
kind
we
of a
actually
fancy little touch?
we've seen it a couple of times on the runways already. I think it adds something to the leg just without being, a basic black pump.
Really pretty. Love the color.
It's gorgeous.
Thanks, Tina.
Up.
Beautiful.
It is really, really pretty. Up next, we have Alyssa.
Yes.
She wants to blow kisses to the crowd.
Thank you.
Tell us about her look.
She's got a crushed velvet, like teal dress by Graylin. It's really, really nice because it's flattering on any body figure. So
Even with a baby bump.
A little bump. Yes.
And she's wearing a little bit of a, bedazzled necklace just to add something to the dress. And you can always take it off and wear it with a leather jacket just to kind of change up the look. And then she's actually having a Rebecca Minkoff metallic purse on.
Yes.
Just to add a little bling to the look as well.
It looks like a comfortable dress.
I'm actually very comfy because I felt rather bloated lately. So this is actually really nice, and I would definitely wear it to a holiday party.
And what about the length? Where should a dress hit somebody?
We usually, it kind of depends on the person, how comfortable they are, but I always kind of say probably 2 inches up from your knee
Which is
appropriate.
Yeah.
Is
for
appropriate
sure.
Fits
length.
you perfectly.
Absolutely.
Thanks, ladies.
And I love the color. Again, I love the colors for the holidays. It's so pretty, the
Yes.
jewel tones.
Yes, it's very in right now. And then next we have Sam. She's got, so this is a little bit more of a casual look to someone's home or a less formal event that you're going to go to. We have on the coated J-brand skinnies that are kind of a more affordable and more useful look than a leather pant. And then we put on a BCBG flare top with a little bit of a keyhole right there.
And just a subtle one. I
Just
like
a
that
subtle
it's a
one.
subtle keyhole.
Yes, it's not, too much cut out. And then we actually have a Rebecca Minkoff clutch, and it kind of adds a little bling.
Well, you talk a little bit about that clutch, because I thought she was wearing a big chunky bracelet, but it's part of the purse.
It is. It's part of the purse, so you don't really have to wear too much besides, a pretty set of earrings or a long necklace with the look.
It's really, really great. I love it. And you said like a little more casual than the other two looks
a little
that we
bit,
had.
just for someo's home, or if you don't feel like throwing on a dress, this is definitely appropriate for any attire that you go to.
Super stylish. Love it. Thank you so much. Ladies, you did such a great job modeling. I love all of it. And again, what other things do we find at Azure? Do you have the accessories there?
Yes, I carry a couple of shoes, bags, ready to wear, dresses, anything for your holiday season.
All right. Well, thank you so much,
Thank you for
Lauren.
having
Thanks
us.
to Azure for doing the fashion show for us, and a big for our models.
Yay, models.
Very nice. We'll be right back. You're watching The Better Half. Welcome back. One of the things this show, The Better Half, and The Better Halves like to talk about is giving back to the community. We did that a little bit earlier today. They talked about what they'll be doing for the holidays. But joining us right now is Teresa Clark from Quick Trip. Quick Trip is one of the sponsors of our show, and they're all about giving back to the community, too. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Nice to have you here.
Glad to be here.
So one of the things you want to talk about is Quick Trip Cares.
Yeah.
What is that?
Quick Trip Cares is our donation program that we have within Quick Trip. So organizations like nonprofits can submit a request looking for assistance of some sort.
Okay.
And then a committee will review those, and we distribute either product, funds, gift cards.
Give us an example of maybe what happened in years past of who requested.
Oh gosh. Well, to be honest, we get about 200 to 300 requests a week.
Get out.
Wow. Yeah, a week. So it's kind of hard to narrow down, but Boys and Girls Clubs kind of stick out in my mind a lot for that. And then, we've got small churches or small, just small organizations that need just a little bit of help with something.
That's cool.
And then how do you decide?
A group of 17 of us sit down once a month and kind of we review all of the requests, and we discuss and come up with a decision that way.
And then it's money to that organization?
Yep, money, or if they wanted product for something, if they're holding a special event of some sort and they need cookies or something, food, we would supply that for
That's
them.
really neat. I love that. I love that you guys take the time to do that. And obviously, there's a lot of people who are trying to give back if there's 200 to 300 requests every week. So that's really neat.
Yeah, it's truly something Quick Trip, that's us living our mission statement.
It's your mission.
You really want to go there over,
it's
other
somewhere
gas
else.
stations aren't doing that.
And then you also have this thing called Milk Moolah.
Yeah.
I like the name of it. Milk Moolah sounds good.
Yeah, so it's a program that's been around since 2003, and what groups can do is sign up for this and collect our caps off of our Nature's Touch milk and bags of milk, and they earn 5 cents for every one of those that they collect. So we supply a collection box and marketing material for them, and they just ask their group or their school or their congregation to save those and collect them and then turn them in, and we give them payment for that.
Well, that one's cool because it's easy to do.
Milk moolah.
It's easy to do. People like milk, and you're raising money in the process.
And
so
kids like to collect things.
Oh,
they understand that.
yes.
They understand that idea of collecting.
Yes.
And then they're benefiting their school usually. Is it
Yes.
usually school?
Yep, and they can use that money for whatever they want. So if they need new playground equipment, new books, whatever they need, that's what that fund is for.
It sounds like we're talking about a lot of money that Quick Trip has
given
over the years.
Yeah, and with that with Milk Moolah, that program started in 2003, we've given out almost $4 million to organizations participating in that program.
And getting back to Quick Trip Cares, if you don't mind, I don't know if we were specific enough about it, where if somebody just heard, maybe my organization can benefit, how do they find out how to get started?
Sure, so they can just head out to our website, quicktrip.com, and look under
that's easy, quicktrip.com.
Yes,
okay.
Yep, and then just go under the community link, and there they'll find our donation program and then also all of our fundraising programs.
Cool. And you guys are doing something fun?
Yeah, we'll be hanging out at a Quick Trip near you very soon. We're going to be handing out gift cards to whoever walks in, actually. So look for us. You can't miss us. We'll be in Christmas attire. I won't say what, but you won't be able to miss us. So we're excited.
Random acts of kindness, just giving away free gift cards. So it'll be
That's
fun.
cool. Yeah. Well, happy holidays.
You too. Thank
you
you
so much for sharing the ideas of how you're helping the community.
Absolutely.
I love it.
Thank you for having me.
It's really great to know.
Well, like she said, $4 million. That's a lot of money just from that Milk Moolah. We'll be right back. Coming up, we are heading to Emily Nelson's kitchen again. She's got a favorite recipe for burgers she's going to share. We'll be right back.
The Better Half, presented by Quick Trip, is brought to you in part by Goodwill, Menards, and by Wendy's.
At Quick Trip, we get to know our neighbors. It's nice, making sure you always have fresh buns from our bakery, a gallon of milk from our dairy, maybe even a pizza from our kitchen. We all deserve a treat now and then, and goodness knows you deserve to be treated well. It's what we Midwesterners do.
For a limited time, pick up a pound of Nature's Touch butter for $2.49 or a dozen grade A large eggs for 69 cents. Quick Trip. Big on fresh, low on price.
See you next time.
Power tools make great Christmas gifts, so stop at Menards and choose from a wide selection. This Masterforce 20-volt lithium cordless drill driver is perfect for tough jobs. Pick one up for only $69. The Works Pegasus work table can be used as a sawhorse or work table, includes 2 clamps, and folds down for compact storage. It's only $99. Don't forget, gift cards make great gifts too, now during the Home for the Holidays sale.
Warm season's greetings to you all from Menards.
When you freeze something,
It's for later.
but how much later?
There's no way to be sure.
But Wendy's is sure that if you want a juicy, delicious hamburger right now, it should be made with fresh, never frozen beef, unlike some other guys. So that's what's in every single hamburger Wendy's serves, and the doubles and the triples. Because at Wendy's, fresh never gets old.
Welcome back to The Better Half. One of the great things about the holidays is sharing family recipes. And do you guys have anything special you do?
Yeah, we've got a couple. I'd like to think that we've got a pretty fabulous fried chicken recipe and also gravy.
And do you do it when your family gets together all the time? It's one of the things.
Yeah, we always have gravy with about every meal, rice and gravy, and then the meat is kind of just like the add-on. So fried food, we're trying to be healthier now with Mike and football and whatnot, but we do that over holidays and things like that.
I'd like to try it sometime.
Yeah, I'll
It
make it for
sounds
you,
fabulous.
Reach. Come over.
Well, Emily Nelson is inviting us into her kitchen so that she can share one of her family favorites. It's a burger. Tell us about what we're making today.
Yeah, well, both Jordy and I's family, we raise beef cattle, or our families did, and so we always had, farm fresh beef, and so we ate a lot of beef. But my dad would always make cola burgers, they were called, because they have a secret ingredient of cola, soda, pop, whatever you call it.
What do you call it?
We called it pop.
I called it pop,
Okay.
but around here, a lot of people call it soda.
Yep, which I learned very quickly.
Yes, you will.
So yeah, it was always a big hit with our friends and family and stuff. So
we're making burgers. Dad's cola burgers, perfect for a game day if you're having people over and you want to fire up the grill. Let's get started.
All right. We're going to start with 1.5 pounds of ground beef. I suppose you could probably use turkey or, if you wanted to lighten it up a little bit. I never have, but it should probably work just fine. So to that, you're going to add
the cola.
The cola, yes. We'll do 1/4 cup, which the recipe calls for 1/2 cup, but you want to divide it. And another important thing is that you want to do not use diet. I don't know why. That's just what the recipe always says, not diet.
Okay,
so I guess
there must be a reason.
There must be a reason. So you'll add the cola.
You're kind of mumbling there.
2 tablespoons of French dressing.
So this recipe came from your family. How does your immediate family, your boys and your husband, like them?
They love them. Yeah, we just had them for dinner the other night, actually.
And who does the grilling in the house?
That would be Jordy.
Is he pretty good at it?
Yeah, we actually took a little cooking class this off season as well, and so he learned a few tricks and pointers when it comes to grilling.
We'll have to get him on the show.
Yeah.
To do a little grilling.
Good luck with that, but maybe. I don't know. 2 tablespoons of Parmesan cheese, which it says grated. You can use grated or like the Kraft like grated Parmesan cheese, or you can. I just bought like the fresh Parmesan, and then I use kitchen scissors and I just kind of cut it up in like a little bowl like this. So 2 tablespoons of Parmesan cheese, an egg, and then
crackers.
Yes, crackers. So saltine crackers. Yep.
Can I?
You may. So I just put them in a Ziploc bag and then use a meat mallet to just crunch them up, and it works pretty well. So
it's kind of like putting a meatloaf together almost, but with some secret ingredients in there.
Exactly. And then about quarter to a half teaspoon of salt or seasoning salt, whatever you prefer to use.
Is it okay if there's a few big chunks in there?
Oh yeah.
Okay, good.
All right, so you can pour those in.
And you're gonna get,
And then,
you get the messy job. You freshly washed your hands.
Yes, I did just wash
so
my
I'll
hands.
let you do that.
If this grosses you out, you can always use something else to mix it up. But I use my hands because it's fast and
easier,
it's easy.
right.
And so yes, so you can, and actually the recipe, this is easy, you know, of course, I don't always follow the recipe. The recipe says to mix all the other stuff outside of the ground beef in another bowl and then add the ground beef and mix it that way.
Seems like you're dirtying an extra bowl that way.
Exactly, and I'm all about less dishes.
Me too.
So yeah, I just mix it up. I just pour it all in one bowl and mix it up. So, okay, so while I'm patting those,
I can
I'll
make the
have
sauce.
Yeah, there's a basting sauce.
We're going to put it in here.
So you'll take the rest of this.
I'll switch with you
yeah,
here.
Sounds
Okay.
good.
So, and this is the French dressing?
The French dressing. So you'll actually use the rest of that, which is 4 tablespoons. And then you'll use another 1/4 cup of the cola.
I like all your measuring items.
Thanks.
And then it pours just so nicely. We're going to call it pop today.
Yes, it's called pop. And then you can use this spoon if you want to kind of mix it up.
Well, that's
Or a
easy
fork.
enough. There's
Sometimes
more
a fork
going in
is
there.
easier.
Am I adding more to this?
Nope, that's it.
And that's your basting.
That's it.
So
yeah.
the burgers will go on the grill. We'll use this easy sauce to baste with. And you want to keep doing that while it's on the grill?
Yeah, so again, I think the recipe says you can like flip them several times. We usually just flip them once, so once Jordy puts them on the grill, or my dad, like he'll baste the top, and then once he flips them over, he'll just baste it again. And so yeah, but if you flip them more than once, you can baste it every time you flip them. So, but yeah, it kind of gives a nice like sweet flavor to it with the French dressing and the pop. So
yeah, and look at how good it looks, fresh off the grill and the bun. Add whatever condiments you want, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And there you have it. It's Dad's Cola Burgers, made for you by Emily Nelson. And everything she makes is so good.
So
Thanks,
good.
Emily, for inviting us back into your kitchen. Right now we're back in the Better Half studio in front of the glowing fireplace with our friend Sue Vandenelzen from Thornberry Cottage. Hi, Sue.
Hello.
Well, happy holidays.
Yeah, it's time.
And look at how she's decorated for us.
Amazing. It's fun. I love it. I have glitter always on
You do.
me.
You have glitter all over
For
your
like
face.
3
but
months I'll have glitter.
That's
on
okay.
me. Glitter's good.
Tell us about Thornberry Cottage. It's full of all this kind of goodness, right?
It is. We're located in Howard on Cardinal Lane. We're real close to the Y in Howard. We are filled with Christmas and accessories, gifts. We do home design as well, but this time of year it's all about gift baskets and gift giving.
Yes,
Decorating.
and decorating. And she's going to show us even some of the stuff you might have at home, how you can kind of make it even that much better. Let's start on this side of the table, shall we?
These are starting to be kind of on trend. They've added a little bit of shimmer to them as well, and they've got the Christmas lights inside, so if a bulb goes out, you can easily replace one from year to year. But they look nice because, you know, our winters are so dark. It's so nice to get some light in the house.
Have a little glow.
And these are simple enough that they would last us from into the winter quite long.
Okay.
I brought a runner along, and it's got kind of that little bit of the burlap feel to it, a little dressier with the shimmer added, because so many people have the retro and vintage in the house, so they want to bring in shimmer and a little bit of color, but it's hard to not overwhelm that look sometimes.
I really like it because it's subtle, but it still has that shimmer.
Yeah, it's like a perfect, it's like
Little bit
metallic.
shimmer.
Yeah.
With it.
You like that, right?
I do love that.
This is really fun. This is the gold twig garland. It's completely bendable. It comes in red as well. But you can put it into the tree, you can wrap it in amongst things. It would look good on a mantle. It can go outside. You could add it to garland.
Yep.
They're like under $5 in there, and you can put them in a lot of different places and reuse them from year to year.
I love sticking things like that in the tree when it's unexpected, like that too.
It looks great with the little bits of gold that pick up from the ornaments and stuff as well.
I love it. I love that there's glitter in that ornament, even though some of it's on your face. I love the glitter in the ornament. You mentioned that burlap is here in this tree too.
Right, and you know, people are bringing it in all over in the house. So little bits, you don't have to go overboard good with it, but just a little here and there helps. Oh yeah, that's my theme in my house, but I'm still playing with the holidays. So.
And if you don't like the neutral palette, what about adding some red and green?
This is I like the color.
You can't get away from reds and greens. Then the trees this year are amazing. The bristlebrush trees, people love to collect them and add them in all over the place, put them in jars. There's just so many fun different styles. So I brought a little assortment with today of those because there's so many great colors that are available. And this is a new tree that's done, they've cut snowflakes and they've piled them up.
And stacked them.
Yeah, it's just
That's pretty neat. I would have never
fun.
thought about doing something like that.
That's
neat.
really neat. And I love the little light here.
Same company again, but this one's just more family fun. The lights can tuck inside the hat for easy storage after the holiday, and again, lights are easy to replace.
Who doesn't love Santa hats?
These are indoor-outdoor berries that are right here. And you know, in Wisconsin, our berries pop because of the changing temperature outside. So this really gives you a way to get a lot of glitz outside. There's a lot of different varieties of those, and if you look for them, a few of your different stores will have them. We have a nice selection.
Just saying.
Just saying.
And you mentioned the outdoor berries. You have an outdoor setup right behind
I did,
us
just
here.
a little one. There's some garland in this one. Now that would work great around a doorway with this big puff berry, and it won't pop. So it's really nice to just move in amongst. You might have the planters outside with the fresh greens. That would give it a great pop right away. And this again has that kind of vintage feel with a lot of the bells and things added, and our great little twiggy snowman with his burlap on as well.
He's adorable.
He could add a little more color to him if you wanted more pop for outside, but this is just great because it'd be great all winter. It's not overwhelming.
It's not too Christmassy. Yeah, it's more winter. And up here too, another elegant theme, kind of like the first palette you showed us. What are some tips for people about decorating their mantles?
I think proportion is so important. People get afraid and they buy everything little or one monstrous piece. So in this case, this isn't a super wide mantle, so we've done it really in proportion. I worked with your mirror that you always have behind the fireplace, and pieces kind of fill in, but they're not overwhelming. And we have the little mini rice lights in here with the timers, so you turn those on and off if you want, but you can just leave them on and they'll be on a 6-hour setting and they'll come on at night, which is so great.
So you could just stuff all that inside a lantern you might already have too.
Right.
You can switch them out every year, which is really cool.
Right, and this would work all winter. It just again adds light in a classy room.
I know, all those little twinkly lights. You called them rice lights, and you have some right here. Just what would you add? You have ribbon and lights here.
Right.
How would you add that in?
So, well, sometimes I cheat this out and I'll wrap it around a spoon handle or something on one end and then just kind of wrap like this.
Okay.
And then when you wrap it around, you'll get a nice shape to start with. And then work it into your garlands or work it into your areas. And it just looks really pretty when it's done like that.
And it's not even plugged in, so you said it's timed?
Yep, so turn it on when you want it to come on, and it'll be on for 5 or 6 hours, and then again on the next day. And the batteries last a nice long
I think
time.
you can add this to anything, your tree or your table or anything, so that's cool.
They're so festive. And then you said people are layering and adding ribbons.
Yeah, start with what you have, and then just little by little keep adding. There are such gorgeous ribbons this year. Here's a really cool vintage one that pulls in that red and green. If you look for ribbons that have wire in, they're easy to wrap and kind of manipulate. I always like to tie a little knot in the end just to get yourself started. But working that into wherever you're going to put it, and then layering and looping, it just adds richness to what you're working with. And
so you don't have to just use it as a bow.
No.
I've seen people put them on trees even, like their whole tree is wrapped with different neat ribbons, so they're going to be more popular, I guess.
Yeah, it's a lot of pretty ones.
Yeah.
Oh, Sue, thank you so much. I want it all.
Of course.
I know where to find you. Thornberry Cottage. It's in the Green Bay area in Howard. Thank you so much, and happy holidays.
Thank you.
Time to do a little cooking. Again, we're heading back into the kitchen for another easy holiday appetizer with Monica and Lindsay. How about a ham and cheese delight? That's next. Holiday appetizers, thanks to Lindsay Brooks from the Runaway Spoon. Before we learned how to make, what do you call them?
The spinach artichoke tartlets.
Tartlets. And there appears to be a couple missing.
I didn't do it. Did you do it?
I did.
I did.
You did so do it.
They smelled too good to walk by.
And they came out of the oven. I wanted to try it right away.
I had to report that they're amazing.
What did you like about it?
Just that it tastes like yummy spinach dip, and then the crunch on the outside, but like a different crunch than a chip.
Yes.
So like fancy, but really
flaky,
yummy.
Crispy, and then you've got that warm, cheesy goodness on
And
the
we
inside.
kind of learned something, right? I forgot about them in the oven. I don't set timers, so they kind of were in there more than 5-10 minutes. They were more like 7 or 8,
And
9,
I said
10
I like
minutes.
the 7-minute tartlet.
And they
It's
became
amazing.
a little crunchier, but we actually liked that.
Yeah.
I think I liked it. It's just right.
Exactly.
You might have to
So
adjust
good.
the time on that a
You
little
know what?
bit.
Just play with it.
Okay.
Don't be afraid.
All right.
Just play with it.
We have another appetizer to show you. This one looks difficult, but you say it's not?
It's not.
Okay.
It's not.
And what do you call this one?
These are palmiers. So these are ham and cheese palmiers.
Okay.
Palmiers is a
I call it a
French.
ham and cheese delight. I couldn't remember the
Fancy,
name.
huh?
It's a French pastry usually, and it's with butter and sugar, and they're rolled up.
Okay.
But, we're going to do something savory,
Let's do it.
ham and cheese.
Okay.
So the other thing, so we talked about the phyllo tarts with the spinach artichoke.
Available at the grocery store?
Yeah, you also want to get some puff pastry as well.
Okay.
So this is one of those things you just got to have in your freezer because
Keep it there?
you just never know when people are coming by. So you can pick this up.
Okay.
And it's already ready to go. It's a dough that's ready to be used, just needs to be baked. Thaw it in your fridge overnight, and then you're just going to unwrap it. And this is going to make you look like a rock star, just like the tart shells.
I am paying close attention.
Yes, okay. I need to put you to work, though.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to have ham and cheese inside of here. The cheese at my pick is Gruyere cheese, which is like a Swiss cheese.
Love it.
Could do cheddar, you can do whatever, but
Again, sounds fancier.
Exactly, it does.
Especially if you're going to call it a palmier.
Yes, exactly. So what I need you to do, Rachel, is to shred this cheese.
Oh my,
So there's
okay.
a chunk there, and I'm going
Okay.
to need you to go ahead and shred it.
And am I doing it right back into the bowl?
Yes,
Okay,
yep.
right on this thing?
Yep.
I feel like I'm going to use that end first. Can I just...
We're just going to sit and watch you for a
You're
while.
like me a couple
This
weeks
is
ago when I
not
was trying
funny.
to peel that apple. It was
This is not funny.
It's not
I may have done this
I
on
can do
purpose.
Well, the end was so flimsy. I couldn't get a good grip on it.
you know,
I'm
you
good
can-
now. You know,
okay.
I'm just going to bring it over here. You do your thing.
You do your thing.
Like
I'll
we
do
say,
my
this
thing.
is real life, people.
We'll check in with you in another
They
hour.
keep me
How
here
you
for
doing?
comic relief, okay?
Okay. Now we have a little bit of Dijon mustard to go down here. I'm just using it straight out of the bottle. The recipe is going to say a couple tablespoons. You want to just spread it onto that puff pastry. So we've laid it out there, put a couple tablespoons on, and we're just going to spread it out. Now, if you don't like mustard, you can put mayo on here.
That's nice. It's like a butter knife with a better angle, right?
Yeah, this is a little.
That I a fancy name too.
It's a butter knife on an angle. Yes, we're all about fancy terms today.
Okay.
Or
Totally
an
my skin
offset
into
spatula.
this.
You
Okay, I
can look
knew
for
that.
that at the store. Yep. Put on your Christmas list. So you're just going to spread mustard around. Pretty basic. If you didn't like mustard, like I said, mayo is going to work. You could do even like a tomato sauce or something like that too, depending on where you're going with it.
Okay.
Ham. So this is just Black Forest ham, and we're just going to put down some slices here.
Does it matter what kind of ham you use?
No, thinly sliced is about all you're going to want. I like to do prosciutto. That's even fancier yet.
I do know that word.
Okay, good.
Who's eating this? Because I just put a fingernail in there.
Not me.
Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
This is not a Halloween show.
All right, Rachel, we're waiting on you now. How you doing on the cheese?
Well, I'll just eat this chunk.
Okay.
There you go.
So you need about a cup of shredded cheese, and this is just going to kind of go sprinkled over the
That was
ham.
perfect.
Okay.
Now.
All right.
Now this is where
Finish it
you're
up.
going to start to look fancy. Spread out the cheese. It's the way you're going to fold it. So think about it as a square, and you're going to take a third of it and fold it up,
Okay.
Okay.
and you're going to take another third and fold it down.
Oh.
I'm still with you.
Okay.
But now we're leaving a little bit of a gap here in the
See
center.
it?
Do you see
Okay,
that?
Yep.
And then we're just going to fold it in half again.
Wow.
Oh.
So, like I said earlier today, I like things that are done ahead of time because my life gets crazy and
Can
I
you
don't
do
have
that
time.
ahead of time?
So this can get wrapped in plastic wrap, put in your fridge for 3-4 days. Not
Then
a
you are a
problem.
rock star.
Yes.
Okay.
And then just pull it out and bake it the day guests are going to arrive.
How do we make it look like that?
Yep. So now we're just going to slice it. I usually just throw away the ends because they're not perfect.
I
and
really
I
am a
like things.
sloppy cheese grater.
I won't
Goodness.
judge. I won't judge.
You did.
And we're just going to cut these about a 1/2 inch or so.
I keep wanting to say it looks like a burrito, which I know how to do.
Kind of.
This one is a fancy burrito.
What is this called again? Palmiers.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
we're going to take these and we're going to put the cut side up.
Cut side up?
Yep.
Okay.
And the best thing about puff pastry is that it puffs out. So how we folded it and we had those 2 layers of puff pastry together, it's going to puff out. So you line them on a parchment cooking sheet. And then you're going to bake them at 400.
400.
For about 10-15 minutes until
Okay.
they're
You don't
golden
even
brown.
have to like squeeze them a little bit to get them to get that size. They'll
No,
just do
no.
it on their own.
Yeah. So,
So
as-
you're not going to separate them right now? They're going to go into the
They
oven
go
like
in
that?
just
and they
like
come
that.
out looking just like
and
that?
they do come out just like this. And the reason why is because you have that double layer of puff pastry in the center. So that poofs it out. They almost look like
because it's puff
Like little hearts.
We are smart ladies today, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
So they're in the shape of a heart as well, which is so adorable.
Yeah.
They're great room temperature. So it's one of those things you bake an hour or 2 before. Just leave them out, and they're like a roll, but but even better. I have to worry about the
with a
timing
nice
of it.
cocktail or a glass of wine, and you've got a party.
Yeah,
Very
they're
nice.
really easy to work with.
All right, Lindsay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
The Runaway Spoon. Call her if you want her to do this for your party. We'll be right back. We're going to taste these after the break.
The Better Half beverages provided by Quick Trip, home of Cafe Karuba Coffee and Nature's Touch. The Better Half is presented statewide by Quick Trip, now offering premium fresh meats. Quick Trip, big on fresh meats, low on price.
At Quick Trip, we get to know our neighbors. It's nice, making sure you always have fresh buns from our bakery, a gallon of milk from our dairy, maybe even a pizza from our kitchen. We all deserve a treat now and then, and goodness knows you deserve to be treated well. It's what we Midwesterners do.
For a limited time, pick up a pound of Nature's Touch butter for $2.49 or a dozen grade A large eggs for 69 cents. Quick Trip, big on fresh, low on price.
See you next time.
Better Half fans, once again, Quick Trip wants to send you to Las Vegas.
Our first Better Half Vegas trip was so much fun. We're going back.
And we want to bring you.
Don't miss your chance to win a trip to Las Vegas with your Better Half hosts. Compliments of Quick Trip. Prize includes airfare, hotel, gift card, spa treatment with the wives, and more. To enter, text HALF to 77887. Message and data rates apply.
Enter today so we can see you in Las Vegas.
Power tools make great Christmas gifts, so stop in at Menards and choose from a wide selection. This Bosch 18-volt 2-tool cordless combo kit includes a drill, impact driver, 2 lithium-ion batteries, and storage bag. It's only $149. This Bosch 10-inch 80-tooth saw blade provides smooth cuts and an excellent finish. Pick one up for just $29.99. Don't forget, gift cards make great gifts too. Now during the Home for the Holidays sale.
Warm season's greetings to you all from Menards.
When you freeze something,
It's for later.
but how much later?
There's no way to be sure.
But Wendy's is sure that if you want a juicy, delicious hamburger right now, it should be made with fresh, never frozen beef, unlike some other guys. So that's what's in every single hamburger Wendy's serves, and the doubles and the triples. Because at Wendy's, fresh never gets old.
Time to dig in and try those appetizers.
It's about
Yeah, what do
time.
you think?
Let me serve you guys up something.
Oh, thank you. I want to try the ham and cheese.
Me too. I'm excited.
Palmiers.
Oh,
I keep thinking
ham and cheese delight.
Anything spinach and like artichoke type stuff. This is delicious.
Really good. Lindsay, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you, ladies.
Lindsay.
Really, we're just missing the wine.
Oh, let's
good.
let's see if we
Or
can
sparkling juice, sparkling for you. Mm. Well, we hope we gave you all some great ideas for the holidays. Enjoy your parties. Thank you for spending some of your time with us. And good luck to all your husbands. It's a home game this weekend. We're all excited about it. Go Pack Go. And we'll see you next week on The Better Half.